All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're out in the field right now. I'm actually dealing with an issue, and while I have the time, I want to bring some things to your attention. Let me just give it a moment here before we have a full discussion. Let me make sure we have notifications going out. You guys picking this up okay? All right, good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. All right, looks like it's rolling in. Okay, Tuesday, December 18th, folks. This is Joe Imbriano of the Fullerton Forum coming to you, ladies and gentlemen, live from Orange County, California. And I'm standing outside a convenience store where they conveniently sell things that kill you. It's called the 7-Eleven. I want to talk to you this morning about energy drinks, ladies and gentlemen. Taurine, energy drinks, and neuroendocrine effects. You know what they put in all those energy drinks, right? It's a massive industry, folks. Massive industry. All the kids are drinking them. They're jacked up on video games and blue light and energy drinks, folks. And what they do is they put L-taurine and caffeine and B12 and some other things inside these energy drinks, ladies and gentlemen. And what happens is it jacks you up. It stimulates epinephrine production in your liver, you know, that fight or flight mechanism. It induces it, and it basically has you running at 6,000 RPMs in neutral. And if you do that to your car, do you know what happens to your car? Well, these energy drinks can kill your children, folks. And they're killing a lot of people. There's nothing wrong with having a cup of coffee here and there. Although I don't know if it's a good idea to be drinking Starbucks, because Starbucks has about 5 times the regular caffeine. But you need to avoid these things like the plague, folks. Like the Monster energy drink, that's 3 6s on the can. That's the 666 on the can, ladies and gentlemen. So, I want to talk about this. This is from the Cleveland Clinic Journal of Medicine, 2016. This is about taurine and energy drinks and neuroendocrine effects. Taurine's an amino acid found abundantly in the brain, retina, and the heart, and reproductive organ cells. How convenient, right? As well as in meat and seafood, but it's also a major ingredient in popular energy drinks. And thus they constitute a major source of taurine supplementation. Unfortunately, here's the kicker, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, little is known about taurine's neuroendocrine effects. And they put this in all the frickin' energy drinks, right? Little is known about taurine's neuroendocrine effects. So the authors review the sparse data and provide a basic background on the structure, synthesis, distribution, metabolism, mechanisms, effects, safety, and currently proposed therapeutic agents, targets of taurine. They don't even know what this stuff does, and they put it in everything, folks, and you've got it in your refrigerator. 354 million gallons of energy drinks were sold in 2009. This was 10 years ago. 5 liters per year per person over age 10. It's been reported to have anti-inflammatory action. So taurine's an amino acid, folks. It's in food. It's there for a reason. It's a building block. It's very important when it comes in its natural form. Once again, taurine, an amino acid found in abundance in the human brain, retina, heart, and reproductive organs, as well as in meat and seafood. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Meat and seafood. All right, meat and seafood, all right. But it's not natural to be drinking 666 energy drink Monster and, you know, Red Bull and Jägermeister. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, little is known about the effects of taurine supplementation in humans. Given the tremendous popularity of these drinks in the United States, it would seem important to know and recognize taurine's neuroendocrine effects. And unfortunately, little is known about the effects of taurine in supplementation in humans. Are you freaking kidding me? $12 billion on energy drinks in 2012, folks. $12 billion. You know, the demonic scum that run the media, the demonic scum that run these advertising agencies, the demonic scum that run the medical system, the demonic scum that run the grocery chains that sell this demonic garbage, are killing your kids, folks. These energy drinks are killing your children. This is unbelievable. Taurine's plentiful in the human body. It has about 1 gram of taurine per kilogram. Foods such as poultry, beef, pork, and seafood and processed meats have a high taurine content. People eat meat and seafood have plentiful taurine intake. That means they don't need to supplement it with energy drinks. You know, if you're having a bologna sandwich, which I don't recommend, or you could also have, you know, a ham sandwich or something, which I don't recommend because all the nitrites and the chemicals in the meat. But my point is if you're eating normal food, you don't need to be supplementing your taurine intake with energy drinks. So, consumption, so the typical American diet provides between 120 and 180 milligrams of taurine every day. Consumption of 1 8-ounce energy drink can increase the average intake 6 to 16 times. So 1 energy drink increases your average intake between 6 and 16 times. Okay, have you ever drank 16 glasses of water instead of 1? Have you ever had 16 shots of tequila in a beer bong instead of 1? Have you ever taken 16 bong rips in the chamber instead of 1? Have you ever eaten 16 steak sandwiches instead of 1 at the same time? Are you people nuts? What are you doing to your children buying this demonic garbage? Check this out. If you're into this vegetarian lifestyle, which some people are, and I commend you for that, I have gone back and forth with that issue personally, but if you're a lacto-vegan, it provides about 17 milligrams of taurine daily. And an average 8-ounce energy drink can increase your intake 44 to 117 times. Have you ever had 117 Cuervo shots in a beer bong instead of 1? Have you ever had 117 Haagen-Dazs bars instead of 1? Come on, ladies and gentlemen. And since a vegan diet provides essentially no taurine, an energy drink intake in any amount would constitute a major relative increase in taurine consumption. So they've attempted to study this stuff, folks. And since most clinical trials to date have looked at the effects of taurine in combination with other ingredients, these studies can't be used to determine the effects of taurine alone. In all of the studies that have been done on taurine supplementation, they found basically a 0 net increase in any benefit. Now, what this stuff does, it raises your resting heart rate, it raises your blood pressure, and it puts you in a fight or flight bodily state of affairs constantly. Okay, listen, folks. You know, I have a 21-year-old BMW. It's a little 4-cylinder, a 318i, right? It's a 4-cylinder car, and I put, you know, 530 synthetic motor oil in this thing, and it's got a tachometer. And you don't want to tack out this 4-cylinder engine. Why? Because if you rattle that thing to kingdom come, you're going to throw a rod or you're going to kiss a valve, and guess what? Adios amigos to your engine, right? Why do we sit here and run the engine in neutral at 7,000 RPMs all night long while the Fortnite's going and the gummy bears are going and the Wi-Fi's going and the virtual reality's going? Do you realize you're killing your children? Do you realize these companies are killing your children? And do you know that they're killing your children and they're putting 666 on the can? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. These energy drinks are of the devil, and the devil's got his signature on a lot of them. If you want energy, folks, you need to go barefoot and make contact with the earth. You need to get plenty of sunlight. You need to eat good fresh fruits and vegetables, and if you eat meat, make sure it's grass-fed. I'm not going to get into a vegetarian argument with you, but I will tell you that your best source of protein are seeds and beans and nuts. And if you want to go easy on the animals, maybe the milk and the cheese. But look, folks, you're not supposed to get jacked up on all these drugs. And your kids are getting jacked up in their brain. The dopamine addictions, the endorphin addictions that are being stimulated and created by these energy drink consumption patterns, along with the video games and along with the blue light that gives them insomnia, along with the Wi-Fi, the wireless systems that gives them insomnia. I'm telling you right now, folks, you are killing your kids, all right? And these companies are killing your kids, and now they're selling these energy drinks at the 99-cent store. They're selling them at Costco. They're selling them everywhere. They want to destroy your children. You know what happens when you have an engine that runs at 6,000, 7,000 RPMs in neutral all the time, you know what happens when you throw that thing in gear? Well, guess what? The rings are all shot, the valve guides are all burned up, and it has no compression, it's got no power, so when you go to step on it, the only thing that comes out of the exhaust pipe is a bunch of white smoke, and it's running fat and dirty, and it can't go anywhere, folks. Well, that's what's happening with your kids. They're sitting in neutral in the chair in front of the computer, jacked up on energy drinks, and they're not going to have any strength. There's not going to be anything left of their immune system. There's not going to be anything left of their heart. They're going to have enlarged hearts, enlarged organs, and you're going to be putting them in a pine box and wondering why and crying over the fact that you didn't say enough Hail Marys for them. Look, folks, in Jesus' name, open your eyes, shut off the Wi-Fi and get these energy drinks out of your house, and God bless all of you.